Hi, my name's Frida Childs. I'm the chair mum of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society. I'm a chair mum because I'm definitely not a chair and I'm not a man. The other trustees said, well, you're the chair mum because you keep us in tow. So I've actually been involved since about 2011 when the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society actually received their Heritage Lottery Fund. I was just on the committee then because I thought, well, if I'm going to be a waterways widow because my husband would always be away, I might as well join them. We used to have our own boat, so I have helped black the bottom of that and things like that. The chairman actually said he was going to resign in, and the rest of the male said, well, why don't you take over? I was involved in the inside of the hold, and I have also made loads of dressing up clothes for the children to wear when they come on board, with all the costumes that used to be they wear. I've visited quite a lot of places. Preston Festival, Liverpool Festival quite a few times, Leeds Festival and the Skipton Waterways Festival. The organisers state that their festival does not start until Kennet arrives round the corner majestically, and that's when it actually starts. Our floating museum can be adapted for theatres. We've had a few theatre groups on. We attended Skipton a couple of years ago for the film festival. We have talks on it, music events. At public events we actually open up to the public so they can come on board, have a look at all the heritage of the canal, and they love the boatman's cabin.
In 1997, I set up the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society to actually promote the canal from in those sort of areas, the history and the heritage.
The Canal Society are there to promote the canal's heritage and conserve it and also its well-being.
Before the Society, there had been a small fellowship committed to keeping the memory of commercial boating alive and preserving Leeds and Liverpool wide beam boats. The Society itself was created to extend this to the heritage of all aspects of the canal. Early activities of the Society included continuing the heritage boat meetings, the reinstatement of rollers on canal bridges, the creation of a meadow at Bank Newton, and organising walks along and around the canal towpath. Once the Society took ownership of Kennet, much of its activity has been directed to running and maintaining it as an exhibition space. Initially, this involved a full restoration of which the Society received a Heritage Lottery Fund grant. Society volunteers worked tirelessly on the inside and the outside of Kennet. They also spruced up the engine room and the boat's cabin. Although less intensive than during the restoration, Kennet still requires a lot of maintenance. Each season we try to give it a fresh look. This prepares Kennet for the season and for its appearance at canal festivals and open days, which form the core of the Society's work with Kennet.
The Society's got just under 200 members, and at the moment their financial contribution is very important for keeping Kennet on the water. Kennet costs about £5,000 each year to maintain. In a previous year we would raise a large amount of that by collecting money when we operate at open days and at canal festivals.
Since its restoration in 2011-2012, Kennet has welcomed some 50,000 visitors on board. Kennet's role in bringing knowledge of both the historical role and contemporary value of the canal is widely appreciated by the communities that it visits. In 2016, the Society worked closely with the Canal and River Trust to commemorate the bicentenary of the first full crossing of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. Kennet led a flotilla of boats from Leeds to Liverpool over 8 days. The flotilla was greeted by large crowds all along the way. Members of the Society involve themselves in the Society's activities for a variety of reasons. The work of the Society with Kennet has been recognised widely. Most recently, its work engaging communities was recognised with the UK National Historic Ships Registers Marsh Award.
The awards that we've actually won are very important to us because it highlights to others the actual work that the volunteers have done on, especially Kennet, to fetch it up to the standard it is now. One of the awards we won from the Canal and River Trust was for volunteering and also working with the communities. The one that we won from the National Historic Ships was just unbelievable. To give it to a canal boat and not a ship, that was one of our best ones, and it's a flag that is flown in the hold.
In recognition of his individual contribution, one of the locks at the Bank Newton flight has been named after the Society's president, Mike Clark. This was presented by Richard Parry, CEO of the Canal and River Trust.
I'm Richard Parry, Chief Executive of the Canal and River Trust, the national charity that cares for 2,000 miles of our inland waterways, including the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. We know how important it is that local people get the opportunity to engage and connect with the local history and heritage on their doorstep, so they can really appreciate the benefits of their local canal. That's why the work of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society and their boat Kennet plays such a vital role. By moving the boat along the canal to support events and festivals, engage with local communities, local schools and other groups, the Society really helps people to appreciate the value of what they have on their doorstep. It's great to work in partnership with the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society to support their work, to see them go from strength to strength in helping people really appreciate what they have in their communities up and down the length of this wonderful canal to enjoy now and in the future.
Next year, hopefully, we'll be able to start going to festivals again and things like that. But hopefully in years to come, we will be able to regenerate what we've lost this year and fetch the heritage to the communities again and try and update what we've actually got on board.
It's the heritage of the canal, to try and keep that alive. Obviously folk are passing away and all the heritage is being lost, so we try and capture that, get it in the archives for future generations. Obviously we open up to the public. I don't mind mixing with public and talking to them, one thing and another. I've boated for 40 odd years, maybe more. It's just a natural progression to sort of give something back to the canal after all these years.
And also, it's bringing the heritage to kids, to schools, to any sort of groups, festivals. It's been brilliant and I really, really enjoy it.
We'll be there with Kennet and we very much welcome people on board. Come and have a look. You'll get an opportunity to see how a heritage boat, a historic boat, used to carry its goods along the Leeds and Liverpool Canal.
At the Leeds and Liverpool Canal Society, we are dedicated to passing down the history of the canal to future generations, particularly through our use of the heritage boat, Kennet.